Hi, welcome to the session number 10, Risk Management. The last sub-process within risk management process knowledge area is control risk process. Process of implementing risk response plans, tracking identified risks, monitoring residual risks, identifying new risks and evaluating risk process effectiveness throughout the project is controlling risk. So some of the tools that are used for controlling risks are risk assessment. Risk assessment is the identification of new risks, reassessment of current risk and closing outdated risks. Should be scheduled and done regularly. Risk audits. Examine and documenting effectiveness of risk responses, root causes of risks and risk management processes. The audits could be internal or external. Variance and trend analysis. Variance analysis is done to compare the planned results to the actual results. Trends in projects execution should be reviewed using performance information. Technical performance measurement. Comparing technical accomplishments to the schedule of technical achievement. Example, weight, transaction times, number of delivered defects, storage, etc. Reserve analysis. Assessing the amount of contingency reserves for remaining risk is known as reserve analysis. If probability of a risk to happen reduced to 0%, reserve for that risk is returned to the company. Meetings. Project risks must be a major topic in status meetings. All right, congratulations. You have come to the last slide of the video. That is to talk about the outputs of control risks. There are 5 major outputs produced at the end of the control risks process. Of course, control risk process happens during the planning and execution. The first output produced by control risk sub-process is work performance information. Work performance information would provide details about how exactly the work is performed. So any updates based on the decisions you have made, responses you have come up, current status have to reflect in the work performance information. The second thing is change request. The change request can happen due to 2 possible reasons. Number 1, due to set of recommended corrective actions. Corrective actions are the actions to correct a risk that is already occurred. So there's an impact already. So you're going to correct the problem associated to that impact. The second reason for change request is recommended preventive actions. These are preventive actions. Before a risk happens, you take precautions. The third output is project management plan updates. So there can be updates to the project management plan. If it does, you need to go back to the project management plan, make the necessary updates. The fourth output is project document updates. Any other project documentation that needs to be updated, got to be updated. Finally, the last output of this process is organizational process assets. Organizational process assets will be updated at the end of the control risks process. With this, we have concluded our lectures. This is the last lecture, and I hope you enjoyed all these sessions. In case anything is not clear, please go back to the relevant section, listen, watch the same again until you get the clarity. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, you can get in touch with me, and I'm more than happy to help you. Until I see you again, goodbye, and have a great time. Cheers.